Hello guys, it's GirlGotGame. Welcome back to the Crimson Flower that divides, and it will divide instead of unite because we are here to do Touya's bad endings, which he has two of. So, we're here in the throne room. He's about to go to war, did his confession. We've got two choices to make, and then we will hit our first bad end. So, let's start with this one. Then, and now, only you can be my husband, Touya! I only have one husband in the whole world. I can't possibly choose anyone other than you. Overflowing tears ran down my cheeks and wet Touya's clothes. Touya kept stroking my back for a while. As I cried, I felt his hands, gently moving up and down my back, gradually strengthening. His clenched fist is quivering slightly. When I raised my mysteriously swollen eyes, I saw an awkward smile. He's smiling, but the voice I hear is terribly hoarse.
It's okay, Naala.
What? What's okay? It's not okay at all!
You've already loved two men before.
What are you saying, Touya? I've always loved you, and only you. Okay, we're back on track. More confession. That was my brother. Alright, one more choice to go. Uru, I was sad that I couldn't say anything. I felt like he didn't believe in my feelings.
Yes.
The short response seemed to contain the thought, I understand, and more tears welled up. Let me guess, based on that, Uru's gonna be like, well, I won't show you the secret tunnel, so I guess he's just gonna die by Auri's hand. Is that the bad end I'm going towards right now? I want to tell Touya properly that I love him.
Then tell him.
But... Touya must have left the castle long ago. As I was puzzled by his suggestion, Uru, smiling softly, said something unusually naughty. Alright, we back? Okay, he is still gonna show us the way. Uru knows the way. But that's... People from roofs have good eyesight. So good that, unfortunately, at a time like this, they're unable to not see the truth. Touya! My vision blurred from the agitation. What I saw before me was Auri holding a blood-soaked sword, and Touya, who had fallen to the ground and wasn't moving. Touya! I rushed through the crowd, bumping into people, almost getting kicked by a horse, all in a desperate attempt to get through. I stood in front of Touya, who remained lying down. The smell of blood filled my nostrils and made me nauseous.
Oh! Why are you here?
Touya! 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 Kneeling on the blood-damp earth, I shook Touya's body over and over again, but his flaccid body was only heavy, and he neither stroked my cheeks nor hugged me. The sound of crimson drops came from Auri's sword. Why, Auri?
You've saved me the effort of going to get you. After retrieving the women, I'll take you home.
Without answering any of my questions, Auri pulled my arm up. I didn't want to leave Touya, so I frantically rampaged. Stop! Let go! Touya's gonna die!
Don't you get it? He's already dead.
No.
I killed him.
I couldn't believe the voice that said that without hesitation. I raised my strong face, trembling. Killed? You killed my husband.
I'm your husband. That was decided from the start.
No. My husband is... The Nasla king, lying down in front of me. I was so shocked that I couldn't even cry. Auri's eyes, looking down on me, narrowed in bitterness.
Forget him. From today, you are my wife.
I was pulled up onto his horse like luggage. No! 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 No!
This can't be. No, I can't. I won't accept it. No, I don't want to be anyone else's wife, only Touya.
Please! Let go! Let go!
Anyway, I was going out of control, wanting to get to Touya's side. Then Auri, who was holding me, gave a small click of his tongue and removed one hand. As I wondered if he would let me go, a shock to the back of my neck sent my consciousness sinking to the depths of deep darkness. This is like a reversal of what happened when Touya took her and just like, hiya, knock you out, pull on the horse, go to Nasla. Now the reversal is happening with Auri, doing the same thing to Naala again. Now she's going back to Roos. Dang. Hey, we're back, and Naala's dead inside. I no longer know how long it's been since I came back to Roos. The world is gray, one where joy and sadness are gone, and there is only a sense of weakness. No matter what I ate, I seemed to be chewing on sand, and I gradually lost my appetite.
Her Majesty, Miss Shalu is here.
I don't want to meet anyone.
Understood.
Roos won the battle, and were able to retrieve the women, but were ultimately betrayed by the West and were forced to withdraw. It wasn't until long after the war that I found out that Noel had apparently withdrawn. Surin became the new king. Dang. And now their political system has changed considerably, I can imagine. With the war-loving military commander taking the throne, Roos has been trembling with fear. Well, none of that matters anymore. I don't care. My mission is over. The women have all returned to their homes. I felt like I'd lost half my body, and I couldn't bring myself to take a single step. I couldn't resent my home, Roos, and I couldn't blame Auri for coming to save me. But my heart was breaking every day. Did you refuse to see Shalu today as well? I don't really want to see Auri either. I don't want to talk to anyone. But he's the king, and my husband, so I can't exactly refuse him. I heard you haven't eaten again. You really might die at this rate. That might be fine. This is the first time I've spoken to Auri since the battlefield. Auri, hearing my voice for the first time in a long time, reacted happily for a moment, but then quickly became suspicious. What? My mission is over. No, it was crushed. In that case, I should have died with my husband. What are you saying? I'm your husband! Look at me, Naala! You are my brother-in-law. I only have one husband, and that was Touya. Auri looks down at the tray, deep wrinkles furrowing his brow. The food is dry and untouched, probably already tasting bad. I don't feel pain during the silent moments. Rather, I forget about Auri's presence and vaguely look up at the sky. So, I didn't realize that Auri was standing next to me before I knew it. A voice that sounded like a moan made me turn my empty eyes to the room. Then Auri's hand reached out and painfully grabbed my shoulder. Auri? Auri said nothing. He just looked down at me silently and repeated his labored breathing. I tilted my head at these disconnected breaths that felt like it might crush him with guilt. What? I was going to wait until your feelings calm down. But if I wait any longer, you'll die. It hurts, Auri.
Let go of me. I frowned as I felt pain for the first time in a long time. I tried to wriggle out of it, but Auri's restraint grew tighter and tighter. A paralyzing emotion. A slow, creeping fear rises to the surface and my throat quivers. What?
I'm sure once you become a mother, you'll feel differently.
What? Mother?
Yes. Give birth to my child and become a mother.
Huh? No! No! He put his hand under my clothes. Dang, I didn't expect this to go this far. I thought we were just gonna get, like, the Touya death, but it's like, no, Auri's just, like, going to rape you now. Cool. Thanks, dude. Ah! Oh, lovely. Wonderful. I hate everything about this. My body tensed up as I felt the clear intent it had. Stop! Stop, Auri! No!
I love you. I have always loved you.
Now all I can feel are chills at these words of love whispered into my ear. I absolutely did not want to welcome another man into my body. A body that was loved by Touya. Even a single connection seems to be severed. Please, Auri. Please stop. Stop it. He put my hands together as I violently trembled and kissed me lovingly. This only reminded me of the things I did with Touya and made this all the more hurtful. I'm sorry, but I don't want to. I can't. I don't want to make love to anyone other than Touya.
You'll forget those feelings soon. I love you far more than he ever could.
For a moment, I wanted to murder my precious brother-in-law. Even though he has no idea of the time I spent together with Touya, how can he say I'd forget my feelings? I couldn't stand it anymore. If I have to be with someone other than my husband! I opened my mouth wide in order to bite my tongue off. Dude! I was going to end it in an instant so that nothing would get in the way, but even so, I was no match for Auri, the superior warlord. He immediately thrust a cloth into my mouth and pressed down on it from above with his palm. Forgetting to breathe through my nose due to confusion and fear, I almost suffocated.
Are you really not able to love me? You'd go that far!
My struggling hands are tied up and pressed up against the bed. Immediately afterward, the sound of my clothes being torn echoed through the air and my blood ran cold.
It's okay. You will be happy. Let's start over from the beginning. Just the three of us, with our newborn child. I love you.
I heard a heartbreaking sound.
Naala.
Auri has visited every night since then. Apparently, he really intends to have a child.
I'll come again tomorrow.
I want to bite the hand that touches me gently, but I didn't have that kind of spirit anymore. I was just so tired of everything. Feeling terribly sad, I leaned against the window. Auri had ordered a grate to be put up there, which had not been there before, just in case I had any plans to jump out. I will not lie, my mind was going towards that possibility as well. Dang it, he foresaw. Crimson petals, carried by the wind, slipped into the room. I held the fluttering petals in my palm and smiled for the first time in a long time. Crimson is Touya's color. Touya. Touya. Like a dying parrot, I repeat the same worn-out words. After muttering for a while, suddenly there was a lot of noise outside.
Thief! A thief has entered!
With a dim sense of hearing, I understand that apparently a thief has entered the castle. The soldiers apparently decided that it was better to pursue the thief first than to keep an eye on the unmoving queen.
All of them disappeared from the front of the door, saying that it was okay because one person was deployed at the stairs, which is the only exit. The door sways in the wind. The petals on my palm soared up and went out of the door. Wait. I wander out into the hallway as if lured. The petals blew in the opposite direction of the staircase as if thoroughly aware. You want to go outside? Yes, there is a secret passage there that only the royal family knows about. It has the same purpose as the one in the Nasla castle. That takes me back. That day, I went to see him using a secret passage. My blurred consciousness distorted my vision, which eventually becomes the underground passageway I saw that day. Touya. Yeah, I have to go see Touya. If I take this route, I'll surely meet Touya. Touya! Touya! Curiously, the crimson petals did not fall to the ground after exiting the underground passage, but continued to dance in the wind forever. As I chased after them, more and more, my mind is getting confused. Wait! Wait, Touya! I came to see the crimson color as Touya's hair. No, that's Touya. Touya's come for me. I'm desperate to grab him. The petals. Touya sadistically trifles with me, leading me to an open area. When I was out of breath and my legs started to tremble, he finally looked back.
Naala.
Touya! Touya! I've been wanting to see you for so long.
I'm sorry. I won't leave you alone anymore.
Really? Do you mean it?
Yeah. So let's go together.
Touya! I was so happy that my tears flowed unceasingly. I firmly held Touya's hand and stepped out to follow the same path this time.
It's still going?
Pardon? Where do we go from here? We got Ghost Touya leading us out into the woods? What do you mean?
I found my beloved queen. I kissed her hair, which was dazzling like the sunlight, and stroked her cheeks. I'd been like this for hours. I loved you. You were the only one for me. I wiped her clean all over, but her ivory-like skin did not return to normal. Teardrops fell onto my broken, transformed loved one. The salty taste spreads in my mouth, and I find myself crying. It took a few hours, but the tears finally came. Did I kill you?
Your Majesty.
Leave us be.
Understood.
Naala. Why? Why? The body that jumped off the cliff did not retain even a trace of its original beauty. It seemed as if my sinfulness was manifesting itself there, and it was unbearable. I'm sorry! From somewhere, flying petals landed on the queen's lips. It was as if the flower had come down as a tribute. I laughed at myself as I broke down and cried. Naala! I continued to call out the name of a loved one who will never return.
Paradise? What kind of paradise is that? You know what? Maybe she went to paradise with Touya. Dang. It's, I'm trying to decipher what I would prefer with that ending. You know? Like, okay, there's a tragic romantic aspect if it was actually Touya that came at that moment and led her to the cliff and was like, hey, we can be together forever. And then she dies. But I also, like, don't feel like Touya would want her to die either. Although if he's been watching over her from the moon and has seen what Auri's been doing to her, like, he may have granted her wish for it all to end at the same time, too. On the other hand, she's been, like, starving herself to death and been depressed and could have just hallucinated all of it, you know? Regardless, I like to imagine they're both reunited on the moon now. Cause holy crap, Auri, what the frick was all that in the end, huh? I've always been a little like, with you, but yo, that was all kinds of messed up. I was not okay with any of that. I can't believe that was the ending we got with that. Like, yo, okay. I wonder how much more explicit that was in the 18+ version when it first came out. It might have been really, really bad. Okay, well, starting off hot with the first of the two bad ends. I'll see you guys for the second one.